Welcome back to the arena. Today we have a werewolf deck. We are coming in to Historic with a werewolf deck. We have most of these cards in Standard with the Caretaker, Arlinn, Tovolar, Kessig, Packsong Pup, Reckless Stormseeker, etc. All of that stuff is from Standard, so you might have this stuff lying around in your collection. Go ahead and give this one a bit of a try if you do. We are, however, adding some things to make the werewolves better. We are adding Immerwolf. Immerwolf gives each other creature you control that's a wolf or werewolf gets +1/+1. Non-human werewolves you control can't transform. We're also adding a couple of other very important cards. From the newest set just released, we have the Duskwatch Recruiter. Look at the top 3 cards of your library, reveal a creature card among them, and put it into your hand. Put the rest in the bottom in any order. At the beginning of your upkeep, if no spells were cast, you transform him. And then creature spells you cast costs 1 less to cast, which is amazing, especially in this kind of deck. If you get this guy to transform, and he transforms if no spells were cast last turn, it's kind of like the day-night cycle, though it doesn't say day-night. So this guy could actually be offbeat with the other vampires, depending on when he enters the field. But what a great ability, both sides. First off, you're looking at top 3, revealing a creature card, putting it into your hand, and on the flip side of this, creature spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. So you're getting cheaper werewolves on the field, or you're putting werewolves into your hand. Either way, this card is fantastic for an uncommon. Immerwolf, giving everybody +1/+1. Sometimes, whenever the game gets a little bit later, werewolves struggle in the later game because they don't have that pushover, like they don't have that power at the end. Black gets bigger than them. Mono green gets bigger than them. A couple other decks get bigger than them. But with Immerwolf, you stick in there a little bit longer. So you got wide and large coming at the opponent. And another card that's very important to this deck is 3 copies of Collected Company. If you're playing in Historic and you're playing green and you're not playing Collected Company, I don't know what you're doing with your life. Look at the top 6 cards of your library. Put 2 creature cards with mana value 3 or less from among them onto the battlefield, and put the rest in the bottom in any order. This card has won so many games for me. If you are playing a creature spam deck, you want Collected Company in it. A recently rotated card, Rangers class, is the final new card from Historic that we are playing today. And you enter the battlefield, you create a wolf, a 2/2. You pay a green and a generic, and whenever you attack, you put a 1/1 counter on target attacking creature. And then if you pay 4, you may look at the top card of your library at any time and cast creature spells from the top of your library. So if there are 3 creatures in a row from the top of your library, you could play all 3 of those if you have the mana to do it. This is arguably better than card draw, though there are some drawbacks, like if there's land on top of your library or one of our instances or sorceries. This is the deck. I really enjoy werewolves. I like how they interact with each other, and I really love the color scheme of werewolves. I know that that's cosmetic and it doesn't really affect gameplay, but I love the atmosphere of a werewolf deck. Just looks cool, and that's worth a play. Thank you for joining today. Make sure you've liked the video and subscribe to the channel, and we're going to get into some Historic ranked play. See you in a minute. Ranger class, Tamio Safekeeping, Reckless Stormseeker, Collected Company. I like all of these cards. I do not like the mana which I am presented with, but we shall see. Tapped land, love to see it. And go ahead and pass back to the opponent. Responses is Woodland Cemetery. And back to me. Nice and slow game. I love it. Nice and relaxing. We respond with a Ranger class, and he draws a card and puts a land card from your hand onto the battlefield. Good mana ramp from the opponent. Looks like some Simic stuff, huh? Yeah. Another growth spiral. This is getting a little scary. That mana ramp can spell doom for us. Ranger class is a little bit of a slow card, but Reckless Stormseeker is a fast card. So, how? Jesus Christ, 3 growth spirals from the opponent. The luck involved in that. But we do have a collected company, so I don't care. Drown in Ichor. Alright, fair enough. Decent removal card. Proliferate. Nothing to proliferate. Draw 2 cards, proliferate. Alright, I'm missing something. He's trying to do proliferation. Let's see what we could get. Stormseeker, of course, and probably the Recruiter. Recruiter's a little bit slow, but I accept that to get card draw later on. I have no idea what the opponent is doing. Down to 6, though. Tamio.
Go.
That's what he's doing.
With your people.
Yeah. And I cannot give hexproof this turn. Taps out my Recruiter. Drown in Itcher to the Reckless Stormseeker. I am going to want to draw some cards. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player. Unfortunately, that has to be to a player. We will upgrade the Ranger class, though, and go after this Tamio.
Your resistance
Down to 2 on it. Now we have to start going for the... Oh, I should have went for face. He's at 4. That could have been me missing Beto. I know what you're doing. I just watched a video about Tamio. Was it Tamio? Was Covert Go Blue? Yeah, where spells cost less.
Our victory.
Transform any number of human werewolves. That one. Make my spells cheap again. No? Alright. I'm taking it. After 2 of those mono black decks in a row, facing a Tamio deck, big boy deck with Tamio with a bunch of proliferation stuff. This is where that's from, though. This is that Covert Go Blue video that I watched today. Of course, he's playing a standard deck and not the, basically fake Commander stuff. Arena's version of Commander. What's it called? Anyway, I don't play that very much. I'd rather play Commander in person. But a win! Yay! Bushwhack. Every time I've had bad mana bases with this so far, I've had a Bushwhack in hand, so it makes it a little bit more tempting to keep, because the rest of this hand is really good. We got the Naturalist, we got the Packsong Pup, we got a Tamio Safekeeping to protect our dude, and an Immerwolf. I almost said Emberwolf. He's a Firewolf. He's not. He's an Immerwolf. I'm sure you guys know how to read better than I do, so I don't even know why I keep saying that, stuff like that. All right, coming out with a Kessig Naturalist. And we'll keep her rolling. A land uncurved. You really cannot beat that. Do we want to do any wolves? I think we want to do Immerwolf here. Gives it +1/+1 and swings. And we're going to go with a green. You got anything? Nothing. It's what we like to see. Do have a mana available, but I think we pass. We do see Dimir, so we're looking at probably some form of control. Nope, he's got red too. Not quite Dimir. Swing. Get red. Now, collected company. It's got to be done on my turn. And maybe I get something to pump my dude a little bit. Nope. I just get a Packsong Pup. That was basically a whiff. I played this deck quite a few times. I thought about doing this video a couple of times and then changed my mind about it. And now I'm going to be doing this video because I do like the werewolves. But, ouch. This card always hurts. Extinction Event always hurts. Keep moving. Yeah, we're keeping those Tamiyo safekeepings open now. Because I think Extinction Event actually does target your creatures. Oh, wow. That is absolutely horrible. But we're getting close. 2 damage to each creature except creatures with flying. Let's read Hexproof specifically. Player permanent cannot be the target of spells. It says each, though, so they're not the target. And we're dead because we have trash in hand. That's a second board wipe from this guy. Alright, so we get an Arlinn. And I think we play the Arlinn. And it succeeds. Yep. Roar. Swing. Down to 2. Okay. What's next? Cycles the Shark Typhoon. Okay. So we get a shark on the field. He, of course, gets mana for turn. We got Tamiyo safekeeping, so I'm not really afraid of that. Ouch. Ouch. And of course, we've drawn nothing but lands and bushwhacks for the duration of the game. So, oh boy. I know I always say that whenever I'm losing. I know. I don't like losing. Immerwolf. End turn. He scries with Castle Vantress. I love this land. I pay 4, tap, scry 2. Great stuff. Again, Nazareth. Great stuff.
If you wish to surrender now.
Now, here's a really nice thing about this. Is if he doesn't deal with the Immerwolf, and we do have another Tamiyo safekeeping, the one thing good about the way that we drew is because we have that Tamiyo safekeeping still, we could protect our Immerwolf. Now, let's collect a company, because we can't whiff twice on it, right? Get that. Oh, yeah, baby. And get that. Oh, yeah, baby. That's good stuff. Yep. Oh, yeah. Come on in. The water is fine. Go to town. Have fun. I don't know if there's a way out of this for him. He doesn't have white, so he doesn't have that one. Opponent. There it is. 2 damage to each creature for creatures you control with flying. It's 1, so it would deal 2 creatures. Immerwolf dies. But that would not stop the storm-charged slasher from doing the damage needed to kill the opponent. It's a beautiful day when things just work. I drew 3 bushwhacks. No. Okay, this is doable. I still don't like the hand, but if I mulligan again, it's going to be even worse. We're going to keep it. It's just a game, right? It's just a game. Oh, of course. Here's the same deck again. So I might as well just screw with him. Just like Tameo safekeeping on your witch. Yep, there it is. Wait, no, this is different. Enchanted player. When a creature enters the battlefield under enchanted player's control, that player loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. That's fine. I don't like having life total anyway. My turn. Packsong Pup. There he is. I lose a life, he gains a life. Bloodchief Thirst. Alright, cool. That's fantastic. It's funny, whenever I play almost any other deck, I don't see hardly any removal. But as soon as I start playing a creature deck, I see unlimited removal. It's incredible stuff. We're going to bushwhack here. There. Because we want to get damage off. What's he get? We're going to keep the pup in the hand, I think. Yeah, we're going to keep all of this stuff in the hand. I want to keep 1 green up for Tameo safekeeping. There it is. See, you just gotta understand when your opponent's playing infinite removal, that you just have to literally give them hexproof. Like every single time. Please draw another Tameo safekeeping, please. I did not get a Tameo safekeeping. There it is. More removal. Who would have thunk it? Who'd have thunk it? Oh, boy. Yep, come out with this. Come out with this. Grows our dudes. Naturalist flips back over. He's going to kill the Naturalist. Naturally. You see what I did there? And, of course, he's got more and more stuff. Infinite everything. Yeah. Can't block. When it enters battlefield, each opponent loses 1 life. You gain 1 life. Sacrifice food. Return this to your... Yeah. So, I'm wondering where his dude is. That gives infinite food. What card was that? Oh, it was swing. Of course. But we do get a little bit of life out of it. Oh my god. The infinite value game for the opponent. Blood pops it. Discards. Draws. Swings. Dude, I should just let it go. Yeah, I'm going to let it go. I could take 1 for forever. Bam. I like this card on occasion. Yeah, we'll lose a life, you gain 1 life, but we deal 7 back to you. Draw a card. Happens to be mana, which is fantastic. We get mana for next turn, and there's the witch. Yeah. Come on.
Feel your hair standing on end? Our hunt draws near.
All right. Now, we are going to be aggressive, so we're creating wolves.
There are no lone
We're going to lose 2. He gains 2. And we swing with this? No. We swing with nothing. Next turn, we swing with everything. Invokes Despair. You just have to have everything you ever wanted. Then your opponent invoke Despairs. The Saber. The Witch. The Cauldron. The Trespasser's Curse. Transform any number. That one. I'm going to fight. I'm going to go after this. Wait. Take the action. Yeah, there we go. Okay, it's just weird on Arena, right? We get the Immerwolf. I think that means we win. I think it do. Bigger and badder. And come in with these 3 must blocks. Alright. Our big boy goes away. We kill his whole board. He does get to look through the book. He gets a random card. That's a spell. That's probably pretty good to his hand. It's an alchemy thing. I have no idea what it was. We're going with the pup. We get the life. I guess that is what he got from it. Why didn't I gain life? Oh well. Screw it. He's gone anyway. Good riddance. We are climbing in rank. We've faced some crazy decks and basically the exact counter to us so far, but we've won over 50%. We've won well over 50%. I'm still pretty happy with it. It's good enough for a keep. I've had a lot of problems mulliganing today, so I might be keeping some sort of skeptic hands. But hey, we're here for fun. Remember what you were taught when you were young. Winning isn't everything. It's being a good sport when you lose. Inevitably. There we go. A blast zone enters the battlefield. And a mind stone. We could reach down further, but I'm pretty sure this is a deck we want to jump on top of really fast. I'm pretty scared of Ugin right about now. Uh-huh. Blast zone. Is this everything less? Equal to the number of charge counters. So this is 2, this is 3. These will be 0 if I do that. So let's swing down to 12. And Arlinn. That gives me some more wolves. These cost 0, so we're making the blast zone a little worse. You may put a historic card from your hand onto the battlefield. Yep, there's the Ugin. I told you. I told you. That's why we held the collected company, though. Uh-huh. Nothing with haste. That means it's pretty bad. X. Value of X or less. That's 1 or more colors. There they go. Silence. And the Ugin might be done. And there's another Mind Stone. Probably setting up for another Ugin. Because why not? No, Olamog. The Ceaseless Hunger. How is this deck legal? Immerwolf might be okay here. Forsaken Monument. Colorless creatures you control get +2/+2. And this is going to be a scoop, my boys. That's going to be a a thing where I'm just gonna say you're gonna kind of outvalue me over time, and we lose that little special tick right there. That's not great. Maybe we're bushwhacking and getting mana on turn 1. It always seems like a okay idea. Not a great idea, but it's not a losing idea. Alright. This deck really likes to flood. Or it has today. Really, the Shuffler kind of... A lot of people say the Shuffler hates them. But I honestly think the Shuffler does hate me. I'll put 20 lands in a deck and draw nothing but lands. And I'll put 27 lands in a deck and draw no lands. It's incredible. Love it. Alright, a little bit of salt from the last match. There's a shock. Right on cue, right on target. Good stuff. Go in with the Recruiter. I want to say Recruiter's a decent move right here. He's big enough to... Is he? 2 or more instances of sorceries in the graveyard. Gets +1/+1 and has haste. No, he's not really big enough to hold that back. Oh, he's just going to shock me to death. It's a shocking revelation. There we go. He has protection, right? Can't be blocked. No, he can still shock me to death. How is he getting so many cards? It seems like he only has 1 land. Absolutely incredible. He kept a 1 land hand. Dude, what if I block here? Is that a winning move? He's only got 1 mana. We have Packsong Pup. We also gain life from this. Let's do it. I'm curious. Yep.
Feel your hair
Rawr.
Good wolf.
I'm curious. He draws his 2nd mana, and he does have 2 drops in there. What do you know? Whenever you cast a red spell, if this has fewer than 3/1, put a 1/1 counter on it. Well, what if we just didn't deal with that? Yeah, that's a lot of words, and some of them seemed good. Is he on day or night? We are on day. So let's look at the day-bound guy. Enter the battlefield with an additional 1/1 counter on it. There we go.
Wait for the perfect moment to strike.
There's a wolf. There's a 1/1 counter. There's the swing away. Down to 16. Now he has a lot of damage spells, but what does he... What in the world kind of deck was that? He kept a 1 mana hand. Sometimes you just gotta take them where they come. Alright, let's go to a post-game wrap. That has to be the last one, and that is my time for the day. So it definitely needs work. There's something, it feels like something is missing from this deck, but it does win a little bit over 50%. I got a little bit screwed on mana, and then I flooded for 3 or 4 games, and those are taken into consideration with the record. It was just above 50%, because we actually gained rank today as we moved through the arena. Now, let's look at the land base real quick. 6, 14, 13... 13 and 3 is 16, 18, 22. We have 22 lands. Unless I'm retarded and don't know how to count, but I counted 22. It doesn't seem like there are 22 lands in here. I've had varying levels of success with this deck. Overall, the curve on this deck is phenomenal. If you start off with a pup, if you start with a bushwhack into pup, into Immerwolf, into collected company, it feels fantastic. So I know that this deck has some punch. It has some power. There's something that's going to make this a little bit better, a little bit more solid. And I think it might have to do with another collected company. And one less Arlinn, actually. Maybe something like this. Or keep the 2 Arlinns, get rid of Ulrich. Right? Because Ulrich did fine when we were able to cast him. And if he ever got onto the battlefield and there were more creatures out, Tamiel's safekeeping would have done much better if we had it in the hand when we needed it. Though you can't always time that stuff. It's kind of Russian roulette as well. You have 4 copies of a thing, and sometimes it happens and sometimes it doesn't. Ranger class, I think, can be replaced as well. Maybe with Ulrich even. But I like Ranger class. I think it has a lot of diversity. It's a very diverse card. It can do a lot of things for you on the field, whether you're just growing your creatures turn over turn, or you're casting things from the top of your library, which I think is a very powerful mechanic. Yeah. I'll have to think on this a little bit more, but that's a video for today. Thank you for joining today. Make sure that you've liked the video and subscribe to the channel. We are almost to 1,000 subscribers, my friends. And that's all thanks to all of you out there. Thank you very much for your support. It has been a wonderful journey over these past 9 months on YouTube, and I appreciated every moment of it. I appreciate every view. I appreciate every comment. If you disagree with my choice, I've learned a lot from people commenting on my videos. I've learned a lot about not only how to play better, but, you know, what cards people are interested in, what cards people want to see. And I've been corrected on some of the cards from you guys, and I do appreciate that. So even negative stuff, leave it down below. If you think I'm not doing a good job on a certain thing, let me know. It helps me improve. It helps me get better for the next video. Yeah, that's it. I am running out of words, and I'm going to start rambling if I keep going. So let me just take this time to say once more that I appreciate all of you guys out there, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.